this is a review of the items we went over on your channel lesson for October 28th, 2020. First thing was the G grace note scale. Follow along. You want to make sure the transition from D to E is clean. That's the thing you're focusing on this week. Ready? 1, 2. You should be able to play along with that now. The purpose of that also is to make sure that you are, keeping a nice even tempo. The next is the G grace note scale. And for this one, same thing. We're going to be watching the transition from D to E with the grace note and trying to keep a uniform speed, tempo. G grace note scale. 1, 2. Next is the Gde Triplets. I'm going to set the metronome on for this one, and you should be tapping your foot on each of the G grace notes of the triplets. So go ahead and get yourself ready for that. I'm going to pause the video for a moment. So this is a triplet exercise. For now, you can just do it, well, I tell you what, we'll do it on low A 3 times in a row, B 3 times in a row, and C 3 times in a row. You can hear the triplets being marked, so it would be like this. It would go G, D, E, G, D, E, like that. Ready? 1, 2. So I actually lied a little bit there. I only played 2 of each. You probably noticed that. It was G, D, E, G, D, E on the way. G, D, E, G, D, E on B, same on C, and then back down. Okay, should be able to go back and follow along with that one. The whole point of this is that your G grace no finger, when it comes down, is coinciding with your foot tapping on the floor. The next exercise is the D throw, and we talked about a lot of different points in here. You can refer to your notes for that, but I'm going to play it here. And you should be able to play along with this. D throw scale, starting on the way. Ready? 1, 2. Listening for the very strong low G's inside the D throw itself. The next topic was the high A doubling, thinking of the chilly vocalization as you play it. And really the focus this week is to make sure no crossing sounds are occurring between the melody note of the scale and the high A. And you may recall you're lifting the high A thumb off just a hair early so that you don't get a crossing sound. Scale with me. Ready? 1, 2. And you probably noticed I started on low G for that scale. The last topic we worked on was the very first 2 measures of the Glasgow Police Piper's Jig. This first measure sounds like this. Your job this week is to work on, of course, the triplet, but that second part of that first measure, which is G grace note to C, high A, back to C, no crossing sounds. All of the little tips that we've been using in the scales to not get crossing sounds will apply here. Specifically, you're going from C to high A. Well, when you do that, you're on the C, You're going to lift the high A thumb off just a little early before you bring all the other fingers in place. So a good exercise to work on for that is C to high A, back to C, many times in a row, like this. If you can't do it that fast, pause the video, do it on your own at a speed you can do it cleanly. We want no crossing sounds there. The next measure is, it's a Gde triplet on B, G grace note to C, a high A with a thumb grace note on another high A. That last part feels like a high A doubling. The only difference is it's not as fast as a doubling. So if you listen, it goes, right? Evenly spaced high A's inside of that little movement. As opposed to a doubling, which would be, right? That chilly vocalization will help you remember that. But the movements itself are the same. So the second measure, again, putting both measures together, it sounds like this. Now, I don't expect you to be able to play it at that tempo right now. Either you want to decrease the tempo on YouTube or just do it on your own. Happy chantering!